So actions speak louder than words. Okay. So that's the message that I was getting this morning. And what I'm feeling is that there are a lot of you that are being surrounded by people that are projecting a lot of things on you. And you might be feeling like, okay, how do I cope with this? Right. I just want you to know that you have support around you. You have a supportive team around you that is protecting you. All right. And you also have people around you that are, um, I'm getting like they are being deceived, or they're allowing a deception to take place, right? That's what I'm seeing. Angel of vision. Someone is not revealing part of the story. Trust your feelings over what others say. So that could mean that people are saying things about you or concluding things about you that may not be true. They're just trying to cover up something internally, or cover up their own lies or their own deception. Okay. And then we have God of reflection. The qualities you see in others are simply your own reflection. Now, I want you to always, like, when you do get like some sort of attack or some sort of insult or whatever it is that is being thrown on you, understand that even though it may feel like unfair or unjust, sometimes, like very sometimes, it means that they actually already see a light within you. They already actually confirm something positive, but they reform it that that is being negative. Okay, so let's say that you're a truth speaker or you're a truth seeker, so you always stand in your truth. Now, we all know actions speak louder than words. So when you do see like a deceiver or someone that lies or someone that is doing things that are wrong, and you're actually standing your truth, it does not automatically, yeah, okay, automatically mean that you're the one just like, spreading it and doing all of that. No, because standing in your truth does not always equal, not always, okay, just don't take my words out of context, does not always equal the gossip or spreading it. Okay, because you know why? It's all about their behavior. If everyone around it is seeing it but are enabling it or are allowing it, just to point the finger at the person that is actually standing in their truth, that's always like three fingers looking back at you, right? So you don't always have to. You don't always have to, scream it out loud, or, retaliate against it, or go against the grain, or try to prove yourself, try to prove, because they already seen it. Okay, like these group of people are already seeing the truth, and they're not revealing the right truth about you. They're misforming that truth. Now, something like that happened to me as well, like a long time ago, but it was like a specific person was accusing me of the things that they were doing wrong, just to blame me. You know why? Because I stand in my truth, and I don't align or agree with what that person is doing. So even though everyone around it was seeing the exact same thing, yet people found it so much easier to point the finger at me and be like, well, she's the one that always speaks, or she's the one that always, stand in the truth or speaks up. And it's like, I didn't even retaliate to it. I was like, okay, if that's what you think, fine. But that quality is a reflection of me, and you're trying to debunk it, but it's not working, simply because your actions eventually speak louder than words. So you don't always have to speak up. You can also just take a step back and just watch things unfold, and still be the one to be blamed for the actions and for the lies and the deception that that person is doing. And it's like, it's a confirmation that people know that I always speak the truth. So if something hits the van, if shit hits the van, then you already assume that it's going to be me speaking the truth about your lies. Then you already confirm that I'm the one that always speaks the truth, and that everyone else around you is enabling your behavior without speaking up about it, and then putting it in like on a moral compass of like loyalty. That to me is not loyalty. You cannot accuse someone that didn't do something just to cover up your own ass, because that's just like blame victim. See, that's the tower and the devil. These type of circles are being exposed because that's the tower. That's like living in a lie. That's the lie of the vision. Someone is not revealing part of the story. Trust your feelings over what others say. People will always, point the finger to someone that speaks the truth just so they can blame that person for their own wrongdoings. I wouldn't even, I would be like, okay, whatever. I even had a friend that even asked me, like, but why you didn't ever stand up for yourself, or why you didn't say, like, I didn't do it? I was like, but because it doesn't matter. Like, what will matter? Why should I convince someone that I didn't speak up about it? It doesn't. It really doesn't. Because people want to live in that life. When people already enable, when there are 50 people that are already enabling that behavior, just to blame one person with no evidence or no proof or nothing, but you're enabling something that is out of proportion and out of behavior, what am I supposed to do? I would agree. I would be like, okay, yeah, sure, think whatever you want. Show up somewhere where the sun don't shine. How about that, right? Yeah, so the Three of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Hangman, and the Four of Wands. You see, from this whole shifts and changes and like the tower that is actually breaking down, a lot of people are like, not a lot of people, just like the people in this person or in this environment are actually waking up to the truth. That's like the Hangman. And the truth is what are the keys of a true, how do I say that? Because the Four of Wands, it makes me feel like the principles, right? Like the principles, the pillars of a house, like warmth, love, loyalty, respect, those things. Like you don't want someone in your house that would be stealing your house and then call them a friend. And if you call them out, you would be less of a friend because you called them out. You see, there are pillars. You don't want to have people in your house that are behaving bad, right? And I think that there is like this awakening with that judgment of seeing that sometimes the heart and the innocence needs to be at the right place, right? I hope I'm making sense to you guys. Like, seriously, I actually tried to record this and all of a sudden I watched and it didn't record, and I'm like, oh gosh, here we go again. Like, the messages are being cut. It's not wanting to be spread, right? Like, there is this being silenced. Self-love, take time to heal. Divine law, things are going in your favor. You see, that's what the moral compass that I was talking about is, the scales of balance. Why should, even if that person would speak the truth, why should they be more punished than the person that is actually doing the wrong? Why is speaking the truth more heavy as a shame than someone's actions? Why do words have more power than someone's actions? You have to really think about that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, why should one person's truth weigh so much more heavier than someone's really immoral actions? That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And like, the divine does not look at one person or a group of 10 people against one person. It will look at the truth. Just like when you go to the like, seriously, that's just ridiculous. And I will not back down. If people see me as a truth speaker and not tolerating lies and bullshit, and not tolerating deception or harassment or anything that is against morality, and you want to blame me for your own immoralities, okay, fine by me. Like, like, if that's the way you want to live, fine by me. If that outweighs the misbehavior, fine. Fine by me. Leadership and prioritize. Exactly. Like, this is the moment where you need to prioritize things that are important in your life. And again, the pillars, okay, like the pillars of that Four of Wands, the pillars of a true relationship, a true friendship. Like, where should it be based on? Shouldn't it be based on, someone speaking the truth in your face? Yes, it should be, because you cannot build any friendship based on enabling something bad or something that you're seeing as bad. I don't believe in that. And I'd rather be standing all alone and sacrifice anything around it if it is not coming out of a pure, base, loyal energy. You see what I mean? Like, I want to be able to trust the people that just enter my space, right? Like, I need to trust them. And if I can trust them because they're not revealing part of the story, and I have to trust my feelings over it, you see, it is time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. And again, it's about a position you take within your stand of point, right? Like, within your truth. Again, I am a truth speaker, but sometimes I just position myself to stand in my truth. And the way that I do it is by not aligning myself with people that are deceiving me or deceiving others. Ooh. Just got like a very dry throat. So it's about standing in your position and standing in your truth. And that itself is so powerful that people will automatically assume that you spoke up. And if people automatically assume that's not even like an accusation to me anymore. I just take it as like a beautiful confirmation of, like, y'all know that I would always speak up the truth and not tolerate bullshit and lies and deception and anything that is against moral values. So if people accuse me of speaking up about it, I'll be like, okay, well, that makes sense. Why should I go against that? No, it's true. I would speak up about it. In any other case, I would, but this time you already see it yourself. So why would you blame me for speaking up about something that I've seen that is not good? That's like shooting yourself in the foot. You get my point? It's like you already told anyone and yourself that I would speak up against it. Anyway, that's what I have for you. Please let me know if you are in that specific situation. I know that this is like it's deep, but it's a reoccurring theme in life, and I feel like I'm sure that no matter how old you are, it has happened before. It has happened at high school. It has happened at workplaces and friends groups and families. Like, it has happened multiple times. And if you start to see the pattern of why you're the one that's being outcasted for speaking the truth or standing in your truth, then it becomes more easier to accept that if people are not wanting to accept you speaking up for it, that it's not something within you. It's just what they're reflecting on you. That's what I have for you, my lovely people. Thank you so much, and take care, and see you in the next one.